Hello and welcome to round 20 here at Brazil, the circuit to Sao Paulo, Interlagos. Circuit to Interlagos, yes. Right, I'm one happy bunny.
Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junção into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of Turn 1, so how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lee lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Hamilton, Norris, Stroll and Pierre Gasly, Ricciardo, Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda and Rosberg, Raikkonen, Joe, George Russell and Nicholas Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Giovinazzi, Alesi and Nikita Mazepin. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Right, let's sort the strategy out. Right. How is that slower when you're going in for a shorter stop? 9v9. See that would make sense. 8. Yeah, I'll do 8. I'll do on lap 8. Right, let's do it the formation lap. Yeah, next.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
Right, what I was going to say is, next race I am going to put new power units into this car for the last 3 races. We've done so well with the durability that it's been superb. Also, next season I'm going to have to look for a car for next season.
Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now.
Yeah, next season's livery needs to be looked at. I've enjoyed this livery, but the downside is now there's no sponsors on it, which is quite sad. But yeah, interesting.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
wheel spin. But I did cut across.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
There we go. Yeah, the ICE is actually battered. 57%, it's not really battered, but it's still getting battered. Right. The Red Bulls seem to be dominant again. But I've got one thing over the Red Bulls. I have the lead. Superb. Love it. Right. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens on season 4 with driver transfers, if they happen, because I know on last year's game transfers were all over the place and erratic, where this year they've toned it down a hell of a lot, but still not as good as years gone by. Looks like the Red Bulls are faster than the Mercedes. It actually does look like that. But in all fairness, I am enjoying this game more and more. Be careful not going wide because I spin out else.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
Right, I've used no overtake this time. Let's use overtake. All the way down to centre S, through centre S, and then up that one straight. Here we go to centre S. Perfect. Here we go, just accelerate, just pull away. This is super, a little bit wide. Gotta be careful of going wide. I don't want a 3-second penalty. Because unlike USA, a 3-second penalty around here is actually quite deadly. So I have to be careful now. Unless someone behind us crashes, then I can have a free pit stop and then boost all the way down the straight with ERS, then I should be able to do it. Right, here we go again. Here's that outside, see I am quick, but I don't think we could go for a 3-second penalty.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Perfect, fastest lap, that's what I like to see. Right.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
We've got this covered. Yeah, my thoughts about getting NHL 22 has gone off the has gone because it was on sale for £23.
The energy store is getting worn, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
And it went up, and it went back up to full price to 60 quid. So I'm not a happy bunny about that. But I have found another game that I will be doing videos on to take the place of NHL 21 and 22. If 22 does become available again in any sale, I might get it. But if it comes close to October, then I'm going to get 2023. Or I should say 2022. Yeah, 2020. Oh, hold on, this is 2022, so yeah, it will be 2023, sorry. Yeah, I am right, 2023. It always throws me off because they do the game during the year and then they advertise it for the end of the year. That always makes me smile. It's like FIFA as well. It's FIFA 2021 at the moment. Maybe FIFA 22 about September time. Formula 1 will be 2022 with the new cars and regulations. I know the Cody's and EA are working on that game currently, but there's got to do a lot of things to the new game that's going to blow this game out of the water.
You'll be on the mediums.
Yeah, like I say, the points you get at the end of each race for your tiers, and you know you've got your bloody maxed out tier, you're still getting points. Either stop the points so you start again, or like I said in the previous episodes, give them points to roll over to the next tier, because that would be amazing. Because people wouldn't then need to buy
Green flag.
the coins as such, so the coins would be used every so often, which would be more realistic. Because I've brought shark cards for GTA in the past. When the yacht came out and I had 3 mil left to get, I just splashed a shark card on that. I splashed a shark card on a couple of cars. It's only 100k here, 250, yeah, 100k there, 300k here. You know, just to help early on in the game. So you had a decent car. But no, unfortunately. Yeah, like I've said, they used to do that with Star Wars as well back
We're
in
leading our teammate by 15.2 seconds.
Like they had against EA, like I say, with Foot and the Hockey Online version of Foot. Yeah, people pay for them. And I know Star Wars had a lot of loot boxes at the time, but EA took them out of Star Wars. And really, what they need
Check
to do
your
now...
MFD for a new strategy option.
What they need to do now is do that for all FIFA games, NHL games, and I don't think you need. Oh, hold on, yes you can. UFC. I was going to say UFC coins. I believe there is UFC coins for the UFC Online, but that's really, you know, they've got a lot of options where they can make money, but EA don't need to do online sites. Make it realistic. You know, 80 quid or something like that for a load of coins. That's just extortionate. And the game's only like 50 quid. Wait half a year, it's like 25 quid, and you're just wasting all that money on Foot. They need to make it realistic. I know Formula 1's quite good though, like I think, what is it, 30 quid for the maximum coins? That's not too bad for maximum coins. And yet EA always like to overcharge people just so they can make the millions. And it's wrong. I've always agreed that EA do stuff wrong. Do what 2K do. Have DLC, like Formula 1 and used to have in 2018. Have DLC, but make the DLC realistic prices. If you're doing over 300 pieces, right, yeah, do mega bundles of 20 quid each for a bundle, and say there's 9 bundles of 20 quid. Okay, it's a lot of money, it's like 200 something quid, but at the end of the day, that's what you get.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
That's what you need. You want people to buy the prices, you've got to be realistic about it. Because at the end of the day, so many people ain't going to enjoy playing the games. I don't bother with online. I'm a career content creator, but yet the career mode's shit. Because there's still issues in the system that they haven't sorted now for nearly 6 months. And yet EA know about every issue in the game because people like MGH, Channy, other content creators who I don't watch, but I know they're out there, like the Master Books, as well. I know they all report back to EA saying there's issues about this, issues about that, but EA don't give a fuck about them. All EA care about is online and getting all the money off people. Like I've said before, if everyone boycotted the FIFA coins, right, yeah, EA then would have to take a note and look at stuff. Until then, the EA going to change. They ain't going to change anything. And that's what's so crap about it. And I lost all that time now because that spin in the pit lane. That's just diabolical. Hopefully though I can get in and out before, yeah. It's coming, come on.
Go now.
2.8 seconds, that's fucking shit.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
There's my teammate just going down the straight. Rosberg's in 7th. He's probably about 12th or something once he's done the pit stops. Right, Rosberg's gonna have to get, I know there's no team orders, but he's gonna have to get out the way. He's gonna have to get out the way. Come on, Rosberg, fucking move. I am faster. If I was using overtake then I would have overtook him. Oh, fuck this. Got no fucking choice. It's driver versus driver. I have to dip down the inside. I wish there was a fucking radio fucking message saying move out the way. Or let the faster car through. Something like that. On the audio. Because that was just pathetic. Now if they can hold up fucking Verstappen a little bit, then I'd be like, yeah, just cruise and keep fucking Verstappen behind. But of course it don't happen like that because fucking Cody's don't care. Like I say, EA have only just brought the company. EA did do 2000 actually. Formula 1 2000, EA Sports. And it was a bad game back in the day. It was
Nico
average.
has come into the pits. He's in the pit lane now.
It was an average game. I've got it on PS2 for it. I've got a lot of PS1 and PS2 games that I play every so often. But I love the idea. So yeah. So like I say, I've got. If I could do PS2 gameplay on internet, oh my god, it'd be amazing. I could compare Formula 1 games.
Gap to the car ahead is around 2 seconds. Okay, the gap behind is 3.7 seconds.
Hold on, why is Perez on hards? And why is Verstappen on mediums? What's going on there? So now it's just coming a few laps ago, you know, a few laps after me.
Gap to teammate behind is 27.8 seconds.
I'm quick. I am quick around this circuit. I say, since Rosberg slowed him up in the pit lane, I could now have a 3-second penalty and still win the race comfortably. It was hard to do in USA. I had to really drive the car and do a lot of flashbacks because the game said I was using way too many corner cuts when I was using the curbs to my advantage. How is that cutting the circuit if you're using the curb as it's intended to do, to gain the speed on the curb? That's why you see drivers on the curb all the while, because it's faster to hit the curb to keep the speed into the corner. And yet they said it was shortcutting. I'm like, oh, there ain't no shortcut. Now if I was to cut the centre of SAR, then yeah, that is a shortcut. That's a blatant shortcut, which I do on Gran Turismo at times when I race this circuit on Gran Turismo. That's the way I roll though. I don't try and cheat the game. I just use my gaming knowledge and my racing knowledge to my advantage, and the game says you can't do it, but I'm like, yes I can, because ex-Formula 1 drivers do it. People from the 90s, the mid-2000s, nows. Of course they don't do it
5
in
laps of fuel remaining.
the current era with hybrids, it's very few and far between. But you look at them on the V8s, V10s, V12s, and they use the curbs to their full advantage. That's what the curbs are there for. It just made no sense. But like I say, I don't mind too much. 4 laps to go now. This has flown by though, in all fairness, this race has. Can't believe how quick the race has been. It's because he's on them hard tyres. Now if I was to pit and come out say 6th or 7th and then had say 50% laps, my soft tyres would just go all the way. But no, I do like this circuit though. It's one of my top 10 favourite circuits. My top 5 are all back on the game now. You got Imola, which is now just come back onto the game. You got Canada, Japan, Austria, and there's one more. It used to be Hungary, but I think I changed Hungary for Brazil. Because Hungary used to be a good circuit, but since these cars are freaking longer and bulkier than 2004, these cars ain't as fluent as what the old cars are. So yeah. I'm catching 2 slow cars, which is a Haas and an Alfa Romeo. So I'm going to say Mazepin and a Lacey. That's what I'm catching, I reckon. Mazepin and a Lacey. Right, let's do some overtaking. Let's bury the overtake now. So I have to worry about overtake mode every so often on this game. Especially on circuits like this where it's like 3 long straights and then a little clump of corners. Let's see if I can use the court.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
See, I can hit the curves to speed. Superb. Right, I said Mazepin. Correct. And a Lacey. Oh my god, I think I'm
There's
right.
3 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh god almighty, Mazepin, you slowed down then. Yeah, it's a Lacey. 2 Formula 2 drivers. My former teammates. Or former teammates. 3 seasons in now, so he's technically former teammate, because I've still got Rosberg until the end of Abu Dhabi. And then I am looking at a new teammate. I have been on and on, like I say, about Ayrton Senna, my favourite driver of all time. Followed by Jacques Villeneuve. Followed by, I did like Rosberg. Rosberg was a good driver, Nico Rosberg. He won it, then retired on a high. I wish he would have kept it for a season. Stayed with the team and defended it.
That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
And hope he defended it from Lewis, but he just retired on a high. And, you know, I do feel like Rosberg should have gave it one more season to see if he could defend the title or become double world champion. But he's done what Jacques Villeneuve is. I think Damon Hill and Nigel Mansell one-time world champions. I think Mansell's a one-time world champion. I know Damon Hill is. Damon Hill won it in 96. Jacques Villeneuve won it in 97. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Oh my god, then the snap of oversteer. Then I felt it in the handling. I've literally must have blistered these tyres around this circuit. I'm gonna have a look. That one. That's the one I want to look at. The tyres must be screaming in certain parts of the circuit. Right, final lap, here we go.
This is your final lap of the race.
Yeah, say the front right. It's screaming. No wonder I was feeling the oversteer. Yeah, look at the front right. It's screaming. Literally screaming. That's got to be Schumacher. It is. I don't think I'm going to catch him now, but I'll have a go. I'll have a go at catching him. I've got 18% of ERS. Let's turn that off for a second. I've managed to lap 4 cars. Right, Shuey's got to start slowing down. There we go. Yeah, so my right was screaming then. I knew I had issues with the tyre because I felt the snap of oversteer when coming out that corner, but do you know what? I'll win it fair and square. Woohoo!
Superb driving. That's the race win.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.
Looks like Bob Stackett's died. I'm going to just Google that there quickly. See if it's true. Because I've just looked on Facebook and...
So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
With that result, the sport's newest team can no longer be touched at the top of the table. What an incredible journey this has been for a team many had written off a short time ago. They are Formula One World Champions. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Right, let's advance.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. Do you think that your close rivalry has helped you out this season? You're surpassing all
Error package.
How do you think this...
Them. Boom. Done.
Appreciate your time.
Right. Right.
Our margins are looking good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
Right, let's go to the events.
Unfortunately, we need you to step in and make an executive decision here. The department wants me
Fuck
to
it.
pass on their thanks for helping
Let's
out.
have him down. He's been shit all fucking season. I might as well just let him bloody do that. And do that. Right, let's just advance. Come on, go faster.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Right, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that bell for notifications, and we'll have Australia tomorrow. And until then, I'll see you all later. Bye.